Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. You want to find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable, though. You want to be comfortable because then, if you're not, you're going to be distracted by your body during the practice. And you also want to feel a sense of stability because it gives us this attitude of being here and not wanting to get up and go do something else. It's very grounding feeling. Sitting in a chair works, sitting in a formal meditation posture works. You can even lie down, just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed and you feel more comfortable doing that, go ahead. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you, kind of looking at the floor or the desk or the carpet or whatever is just below you. We're not staring and analyzing at a particular spot in the floor, yet we're also not zoned out and blurry. We just have a gaze that is both clear yet soft, directed clearly and softly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. There's a wonderful question to begin a good meditation practice that really gets to the root of what is here. And this question was presented by another teacher called Locke Kelly. And it goes like this: what is here when there are no problems to be solved? Now, this isn't a question to be thinking about. Use it rather like a signpost. Where does this question point to? What is here when there are no problems to be solved? There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and no one to become. What's left? Notice what happens. But you'll see your mind or thoughts will keep trying to think about this in a way that's really unuseful. It's not useful. It wants an answer. oh, well, this moment's here, or my soul is here, or this is here, or that's here. Well, I don't really know what he's talking about. Blah, 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 blah. It's just thinking. But notice how our attention shifts when we ask this question: what is here when there are no problems to be solved? There's a shift there, a shift away from thinking, a shift away from ideas, concepts, desires, wants, and needs. A shift towards the recognition of the freedom which is inherently here and now. But if this question isn't working, that's okay. Instead of wondering where this question points to, just bring your attention to the breath, the rising and falling rhythm of breathing. And instead of following thinking, just simply see if you can notice the subtlety, the pleasure, and the sensations of this breath, rising and falling. And if you're normal, I'm probably interrupting you thinking to yourself. And that's okay. It's a habit. You are not doing anything wrong. When you notice that you're lost in thought, gently return to the breath. Do this as effortlessly as you can. Come back. Come back to breathing. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to the breath, rising and falling. Breathing. Just notice the breath. There's no right and wrong, no doing it or not. Simply return to breathing. All right. You can look at the screen. How is your day today? Or yesterday? Or rather, I guess the question is, think back what it is like to have a bad day. Maybe it was recent, maybe it wasn't, but what is a bad day? Really? One day, my teacher asked me this in a way. He posted it online, I think, but he was saying, what really is a bad day? Is it because things went wrong, or is it because you don't know how to let go of your thoughts? Is it because you're ruminating over the same BS in your life? What's amazing about this practice is that it tells us that suffering is optional, that a bad day is it optional. It's a Zen poet who says, every day is a good day. Every day. Regardless of what may come. Because what makes something bad is thinking. What makes something good is thinking. When we learn to not be so bamboozled and, what's the word, tied up with our thoughts, then the whole thing of, oh, why does this always happen to me? Of course that happened. Right on cue, another shit thing that's going on. What is, God, everything's just so, that is in the background. Same situation, but different foreground. You either have your thoughts about how horrible things are and how much you want things to be differently and how much you don't like this and how you're such a bad person, how you can never get anything right and you're never going to make it in life and because this person's that good and I don't like them. And then when you compare about that and you look on social media and everything's just bad, that becomes background. And when we put this in the background, we realize it's not so true. It's just noise. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to have a bad day. It's up to you. It just is a matter of attention. Where do you want to put your attention? Do you want to have your attention on the color of the floor and the smell in the air and the feeling on the skin? Or do you want to have your attention stuck up here in the thought factory where worries and problems and everything that ever was gone wrong as exists? What do you want? You just make the switch. So this practice is making that switch for you. It's learning that switch of leaving thoughts alone, coming back here. Yeah, but there's a coming back here. Yeah, but all my problems are so annoying, coming back here. It's your choice. It's not necessary to have a bad day, nor is it necessary to suffer. Bad things happen, but your mind doesn't have to go into chaos because of what happens. So practice whatever you do, just practice. Thank you for showing up today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.